brother?
We're at the NAMM show.
Hot NAMM and cheese.
Hot NAMM and cheese.
Yeah, you know it's powerful.
What?
When after one day, you've completely blown your voice.
My story is the same.
Yeah.
Got here on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I don't mind talking to people.
Yeah.
You know that. You don't mind talking to people.
No.
By the end of the day, I was absolutely, and you can hear it. Which, by the way, cough drop for later.
Oh my gosh. Oh, beautiful.
Hey, speaking of beautiful.
And you know when you get really excited about a cough drop, you know where you're at mentally, right? No, I'm going to tell you, speaking of beautiful.
Okay.
We don't have one here because we're not going to show them to all the other dealers. But your custom run is at my shop. And they are 24 of the most beautiful guitars we've ever made. I think they're gorgeous. And furthermore, you guys, when you see these, you're gonna freak. We need to do a couple more models than that. I think we need to make this a thing with you because it's like the color is.
Well, okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
We can't talk about that without saying how instrumental Nash Smith was involved in that, from selecting the model and then the color concept, because it's a very different thing. And then he and I kind of brainstormed, and I think Mike Henderson was in that sort of brainstorm conglomeration of thought, the name of the color. And that's all we're going to say.
Yeah. It's awesome, though. God, it's awesome.
Yeah. Well, speaking of awesome stuff, I tried to segue earlier.
Yeah, no, it's all good. No, I like to talk.
Yeah, no, love
Listen, we just completely lost our this year. Honestly, it's like so. I'm gonna hit on a couple things that came out in the fall.
Yeah.
Because they're still we're still stocking because the release was so close. But this is the Greg Koch Gristle ST. And it features the Fishman single width Greg Koch set, right?
Yep.
And the whole guitar, I mean, he wanted to do like sort of an S-style thing, but there's some wacky cool electronics, really cool. This Avocado Burst is the one. It's the one that he's touring with, you know?
He's here, by the way. We just saw him.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
See how he is?
No,
he's on tour, so he's like coming in and out today real quick. Billy Corgan Drop Z. 26.2 inch scale tuned to D standard, and then of course the mighty Vernon Reid.
Oh yeah.
And this series, there's 3 guitars in this series: the Talisman, the Shaman, and the Mystery Tramp, which is over there. It's our first adventure into Floyd Rose models, and I mean it's Vern.
Yeah.
You know,
you gotta do it.
And I like that. So it was really fun to have an excuse because it seemed off-brand until we brought Vernon Reid in, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, Bob Balch from Fu Manchu wanted a Floyd Rose on his guitar, too.
Well, there you go.
Because that's what happens.
Yes.
When one artist does something, they're like, well, can I have that, too? And it's like, yes, you can. And then new for this show are the Ryan Maliksi models. Ryan is the guitar player for Hot Mulligan. A year ago, we did Chris Freeman's guitar. Ryan and Chris were here yesterday. We had a massive Midwest emo autograph signing yesterday. It was fantastic. Young people are fantastic, and this band is really bringing something to the table. That look, he's shaking his head. He's like, yeah, I know who Hot Mulligan is. Yeah, hell yeah. And then some Reeves Gabrels stuff over here, and we started doing his Space Hawk model without a Bigsby for the first time. And there's going to be a very, very fancy model of this coming out again later this year.
Nice.
But the main difference in this version of his Space Hawk is there is no Bigsby, and it has the Reverend Alnico humbuckers in it, as opposed to his Reeves Gabrels signature railhammer pickups. And I tell everybody because it's amazing. Because Reeves is my friend, and we've been working together for 16 or 17 years now, which is incredible. But this Space Hawk guitar is all over the #1 record in the world right now because the Cure album has blown up globally. You know, and it's so exciting for our small little company to be involved in something that is so massive.
That's
right?
awesome. That's awesome. How many versions you've done? Just the 2 with Reeves, and then with Billy.
Well, there's a couple more.
One of the things that's really interesting about Reverend is like you guys don't just do like an artist model, but you really partner with that artist, and you are like with them as they grow and as they continue. Pete Anderson, for example, didn't you guys just do something with Pete here?
Yeah, we have a new East Sider. Oh, that'll work.
Yeah.
East Sider E. So of course we've done the East Sider T and the East Sider S, which are fairly self-explanatory.
Yep.
And then the East Sider E is the single pickup version of said model. Pete was here yesterday, spent some time with us. So in production, this model actually comes with the blade style humbucker that is in the East Sider Custom. But we brought 2 guitars with different pickups in for Pete to play around here yesterday.
So
he wanted to check it out.
A rare NAMM unicorn.
It is actually, yeah.
Look at that, very cool.
Isn't that weird?
That's cool.
Yeah, totally cool. Yeah, and that is, we actually do 4 different models for Reeves. And he uses different ones in different, like, he has a model called the Dirt Bike that if he's gonna go sit in with somebody or just gonna go jam or do something, it's the guitar that's like by his shoes next to the door that he can go out and use in a different situation. The Space Hawk guitar is more of a thing for the Cure. And then of course the RG model is what he uses in like his solo bands, and he uses the Sustainiac a lot in his band, the Doom Dogs. And so yeah, I mean, we have these long-term relationships with artists, and as their needs change, their model can change, you know? Yeah, it's fun that you notice that. Well, because that's the kind of stuff we think about. The Mike Watt bass, you know, we were on the second version of that bass. He loved the first version, but after playing around and touring with it for a few years, he was like, you know, I kind of wish I could do this or that. And we're like, yeah, we can do that. Yeah. You know, and then we update it and make that happen.
Yeah. How's your band doing?
Which one? Oh, the Polka Floyd show? Yeah. We're kicking ass, taking names. I think I already signed up for St. Charles next year.
Okay.
So we'll be back in your area again. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. I really want to get you to Springfield, Missouri.
Yeah. You know, I come through for like a lot of different reasons, and I'm always available to come visit you guys. So just make it happen.
We are going to make that happen.
Set aside a block of dates, and I'll just head over.
Okay. Awesome.
I'm not that far away.
I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you too.
Yeah.
Thank you. Absolutely. Thanks for being here.